Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry this episode is late. It's because I today episode is out. I hope it's out Saturday. If not, it's probably Sunday and I apologize. It's because of one simple reason. On Saturday I need to work on the morning at 7 a.m. and then my shift at around 29 p.m. See difference? And it takes around 40 minutes for me to get home. I need to go to sleep. Just took a shower, then went down and uh that's the reason why I didn't do part of the Tanya yesterday. Because I need to, but now I can do the episode and I hope you guys can do this with me. Oh my god, it's getting good. Getting good, right? Last episode we had Trials of Fire. Trial by Fire. We had they burned down of array, and the reason they did that because mages from the French Republic actually send over some mages over their line and into that area, and they start to resist. And this is not shown in the anime. We have spies working in this. So the fun part is we have inside information to the spies that Tanya doesn't know about. Her friend, her lieutenant, Victoria, has a friend that is a spy. I think I've said this a lot. And that friend actually gives to the actually information, not the groundbreaking secret information. No, he gives it you that she may get assigned to a different area very quick, so she should probably go and pack some warm clothes, stuff like that. So happens in the movie later, stuff like that. And I will go with the episode 12 later. Oh my god, I didn't see that. I can say this. We're going to watch it over as well before we watching the movie because Overs are special episode, but they happened in the novels. And I don't remember. They didn't happen in the manga yet. They hadn't. Think maybe. I will check. Let me check. Let me check. Let's see. Jojo. Jo. Wait. There we have it. And yeah, it's just the same. I like that. The same episode that we have right there. And we have a lot of information. Because I'll say this. The manga is just caught up to the anime's episode 1 to 12. There we have the episode manga. And we're starting with maybe one of the ovas. I don't remember which episode it was where I don't remember which one. Which one it was. So there we had an after episode with I don't know if it's been already, and I just glossed over it. I hope I didn't. Oh yeah, but let's watch the episode because I talked now for maybe 5 minutes and we need to watch it. A few days after the Battle of Iran.
ハレーヌ市では自国民保護の大義を守り、直接的排除対象は敵魔同士に徹底した。未だ私のお手手は真っ白のはず。
失礼する。久しぶり。
Here it is.
少佐殿、ご送検で何よりです。
機関も送検そうで何よりだ。
確か今は陸軍鉄道部に。
Oh, look at her, she's yelling!
機関の活躍は聞いている。
Actually, this happened in the manga. I think this conversation, he met her as well, but he actually gives her gifts as well. He gives her chocolate and coffee beans. It's what he gives her. Every time they meet a lot. I think they meet maybe. I think in the manga they meet four. Every time she's going somewhere to a new area, they meet, and he gives her some more premium coffee beans, good chocolate for children. He's spoiling her because she's a child. I love that because. Let's see. I really hope it's going to show. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention something very, very important right now. In the manga, well, I think also in the light novel, she's using the one that the other are using in her platoon. The new type 97. Because her 95 is corrupting her mind. It's becoming a devoted believer without realizing it. As it is influencing her mind and everything. So that's the problem why they didn't explain that. I don't think they explained it in the anime, at least. If they did, they'll say that she said it's cursed. But that's all. They didn't go into depth why it's cursed. Just because you need to pray for it to act, it doesn't mean it's cursed. In my opinion. You can pray while not believing in anything. My opinion. That's why it's so important for me to point it out. She gets when she prays, she's forced to actually feel all the beliefs and everything. That she's a true believer. If you, I will not accuse you if you're a true believer, but she will get that. Like she grew up at what is called? Oh, what is called? A religious household, and she was very devoted to the Lord. That's the way depicted when she prays. She gets that kind of influence. And when she's using it, she doesn't remember anything that happened after the accident. Maybe in the middle, she cannot remember who she shot at, stuff like that. It's corruption there. She doesn't remember how she fought or anything. That's the interesting part. Let's continue. Oh. Oh, please. He's buying it.
以前に後方勤務を進めてもらった恩義もあることだ。現在、鉄道部には緊急戦域輸送の計画が求められている。作戦局はライン戦線を大きく引っ込める腹らしい。戦線を交代？ここまで押し返しておきながらですか？その通り。敵の主力を引き込み、徹底的に叩く算段らしい。
なるほど。ボナパルドのアウステロリですか。
This actually happened in the manga as well. They explain, but they actually do a prediction. I think they do one in what happened in our world. I don't know anything about history of world warfare and stuff like that. I'm gonna say that. I don't know. But they're doing a reference novel in the manga, I think. Or they're using this reference also in the manga. I don't remember. I don't remember that, so keep that in mind. I don't remember that.
あるいは観念における
And oh my god, I'm already at 10 minutes.
いやはや驚きました。ライン戦線ほどの規模で包囲殲滅戦とは大胆ですが面白い発想です。
全くだ。
Yeah, I love this.
なんとしても共和国との戦争にケリをつけたいらしいな。
しかし、どのように敵の方よ。
詳しくは知らされておらんが、機関の隊が交代を悟らせない。
Oh, here it is!
しんがりですか。
Oh yeah, the rear guard.
激しい戦いになるはずだ。
Oh yeah, this happened in the manga as well!
用意してくれるだろう。
Oh, this happened in the manga, alright. This happened in the manga! Oh my god. This happened in the manga. I actually forgot about that. That they need to be on the rear. When they're retreating. I actually forgot about that. That was maybe 3 chapters just they fighting. Oh my god. I love it. This is going to be amazing. I hope they capture it. Oh my god. I love it. It's amazing. Let's continue. Oh, I love this opening. But I cannot watch it.
県で鉄道網が傷つき、前線への補給状況は困窮。現状での全面攻勢は持続不可能かと。協商連合同様、どこかに上陸作戦を仕掛けるという構想は、連合王国の対応が問題だ。一応の中立を掲げてはいるが、領海を突破されるとなれば黙ってはいまい。となると、やはり時間が。多少の消耗はやむなしかと。パラダイムシフトが必要でしょう。我々が直面しているのは、歴史が始まって以来の世界大戦。
I love this.
敵の城に攻め入って、城下の誓いを。
Actually, I don't remember this scene in the manga or light novel, but it can have happened in the light novel or the manga. It's just that I have forgotten all about it. See, I'm not saying that right now. I may have forgotten this scene, and that's it. I just have forgotten all about this scene. You guys just know. I just have forgotten this scene. Or the text, what they're talking about. Let's go.
結ばせるといった戦前のドクトリンは、
Oh.
実現性が乏しすぎます。では、どのように勝利を？勝利ではなく、敗北を避ける。これ以外に最後まで立っているのは困難かと。
Oh, yeah.
A2 は順処。つまり機関も構成案には反対というわけかね。いえ、積極的な行動については支持いたします。ただし、その目的は突破ではありません。というと、できるだけ多くの敵兵
And the enemy soldiers as possible.
敵の戦争継続能力を粉砕する。それが
Yeah. He's using Tanya's words here. That's what I like. I think he's actually using Tanya's words here. I love it. It's the best way they show it here. They actually, in the manga, I think they actually had a scene like this. That he talks about. This is the best way to end, and I have the perfect candidate to do it. So actually, I think he's talking about the rear, we need to draw them in. Then send an elite unit. Oh, I will not say anything because it will happen in maybe next episode. This episode and next episode. I think it's going to happen. I will not spoil it. I cannot talk about that. Oh my god. I am not noticing how hard it's hard to talk about future events that's going to happen. But I don't want to spoil for future readers. And for anime that's just for the first time watching this. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I'm gonna say that. So let's see.
はあるのかね。すでに作戦局が敵主力軍の撃滅計画を立案済みです。この状況で決戦を本気か？無謀では。本計画における第一作戦は、戦線の大規模交代による敵の誘引、 その後の作戦への布石であります。
And now they're talking about the plan. I love it.
我々は前に進まねばなりません。
We must go forward escape.
最良の解決策であると確信いたします。
And now they're going to talk about their preparations, because I think in the manga they had an episode that this strategy is still in the history books of the best strategy they could have done. It's in the they are renowned war heroes for this in the history books in their world though. Because in a manga they were totally respectful with that this was a strategy out of the way, ahead of its time and everything. It was way ahead of its time. It was a beautiful maneuver. It was too powerful. It was very good. I love it. So let's go with preparation for advancement. Yeah, now the area in battle! And I'm just saying this. It's only there. They are there. Only they are there. Yeah, I'm not saying it. It's crazy. They are fighting their entire army with just their squadron. It's only her squad that is fighting on this front line right now. The others are retreating, and she has I don't think they showed it, but in the manga they showed her orders. She needs to delay it to sunrise or something, or to mid of dawn or something. It's at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. I don't remember the time, but I remember it was something that the sun needs to be at the peak. I remember that, and because they had so much smoke, they couldn't see that it was time, so they fought a lot. And they actually also we can send you reinforcement. We can send you reinforcement. But she said, no, don't send me reinforcement, because they may also find out about the escape, the full retreat. That's bad. So let me take this. And they also wanted to send in the Marines, but no, let me take it. You will handle our escape route. Cannot handle that? I will kill your ass. And no, they didn't say. She didn't say that. But all of them are like, oh, she's so good. She's the goddess of the battlefield. She's the best soldier. We have to loot you. I love that. That's the best. Let's continue watching. Oh my god. And I just want to see the time. Oh my god. I'm triple. Yeah, so they are going for the front. Oh. Yeah, she now has Type 97 that they have. Yeah, see. Now she got the permission to withdraw because she's losing her men quite quickly. They're like, oh, you can withdraw. It's not the time yet. You can withdraw now. This is why I love it. You have to say, no, you cannot be serious. This is what I said before. I love it. Let's see it. Yes, this is camera card. Yes, I told this. I said this! May God protection be with. Actually, I think they said it, and she said, I think in the manga she's more. She doesn't believe in God in that belief, but she doesn't stop anyone else from believing in God. I think like that. She's a pacifist. No, not pacifist. She's a what it's called now. Oh, I always forget what it's called. An atheist. She's a true atheist. She doesn't believe in God or anything like that. She doesn't want to believe that God exists. That's the fun part. Let's continue. What happened? Oh, they just cut everything off. I thought I missed something. Are we getting someone to retreat? Why are they having helmets but not the other ones? Yeah, they are retreating. Yeah, operate fog and sun.
敵の追撃部隊は見えない。こちらの大規模攻勢を信じきっているようだ。おい、しっかりしろ。砲台が足りんぞ。衛星魔導士はまだか。腹が。注意、タイヤに注意。
Ah, I think this is this episode.
グランツ少尉、座学の成績は？
Oh, she's trying to distract him now. He seems down. And actually, I think Tanya said this in a manga episode. When a soldier cannot stop himself from smiling, that's a bad sign. That they are losing themselves in war. And they will be human-suicidal, so they want to kill themselves in a battle. Go out gloriously. And I think she knows that because maybe Tanya has told her, and she knows that he's so effective at this. So yeah, and she's now just trying to distract him, that lift his mind up of this battle. So what was your grade in class? Stuff like that. Very simple, touchy feeling.
部隊内での行為の責任はすべて
All responsible and unit action.
将校課程で習う
Rest protect commanding on.
学の授業で
Yes.
一応。
Yeah. Oh, she is doubting himself from there.
調査殿はアレーヌ氏の戦闘で
That you were acting under orders. Yes.
もう一度だけ言う。これは上からの
You're from our
指
superior.
揮官は自分だから部下が責任を負う必要はないひょっとして
Yes.
そんな意図があったのかもね
Yeah, he doesn't need to feel responsible. It's she who has.
さがセレブ略王少尉に慰められるとは
I love this.
は何それ
I love this little speech. This is so. I love this. It's amazing.
作戦は無事完了。
Oh,
すべては機関の隊のおかげだ。
I don't like that they skipped how he noticed because it's actually much more that happened than you guys think. In the battle, they lost all. They don't maybe exactly what happened, but they actually showed that they fought longer than what they should. Because they actually went up through the smoke and noticed, oh, we are over time. We have fought longer than we need because way past noon and they got radio silence and everything, so they couldn't hear it. So, and then when they got it, they could retreat because they succeeded. That's the best part. I hope I'm not speaking fake information now, but I know for a fact that they actually did something similar. She went out to clouds and she knows, oh, I couldn't see the sun because of all the smoke. That is a fact. I don't know if it was that she actually got to know that she did overtime there, or if she just went over the smoke to actually see the sun and, oh, we're on time. We can leave. I don't remember the tiny detail if she was maybe just 5 minutes left or 10 minutes left, or it was just she worked 5 minutes over or 10 minutes over. I don't know. Let's see.
参謀改めて礼を言おう。
身に余るお言葉感謝いたします。そんな中恐縮ですが、一つお尋ねしたいことがありまして。
How about you?
現在我が軍は第三国を通じて偽のプロパガンダを
Yes!
しているそうですね。
さすがに耳が早いな。
いわく、我々はアレーヌ氏のごたごたで
Yes, this is also good.
もはや前線維持も危ぶまれる状況の中、無謀な大規模攻勢。
Yes, this actually counts by the propaganda. Because they're using this because they need to trick the United Kingdom of Albion, so the Englishmen, because they have spies. They're very ahead of the time with spies. So they are because they're doing that announcement and they're writing it down because he's a journalist and he's so this is what you say. And they're going to give that information to the superiors, and their superiors are going to give that information to the Republic. The Republic is going to move forward. Because he's going to say it, but I don't want to spoil that for you. So let's go.
を計画していると。それを信じた共和国軍は兵力を集中させるでしょう。その主力軍を引き込んで包囲殲滅するには、敵兵の統制を乱し混乱させる必要があるのでは？
ノルデンの時と同じか。まったく機関という存在は。
Yeah.
新たな作戦の指示書だ。
拝見いたします。
第二作戦名は衝撃と威風。
Shock and awe.
その内容は敵司令部を直接叩く衝撃によって敵を混乱に導く。
Yes.
やはり敵主力の幽閉化を。
いかにも。
なるほど。戦略レベルでは大いに道理かと。ですが、敵の司令部を容易に叩けるならば、そもそもライン戦線は膠着などしないはずでは。
確かにその通りだな。
Actually, this is where I talked about spies and Italians. I think from episode 1, maybe. I don't remember. But I'll say this. We have a spy in their headquarters that's actually feeding us information. And that is Victoria's friend. And they don't show her a single time in this anime. I felt that's unjust. They cannot do that. He gives them the location of their headquarters. So they go, the entire troops are going there. I think in the anime now, they have 3 to 4 targets. And they only had 1 target. Because they believe one of these 4 should be the headquarters. So I will show you that, what happened later.
では、第二作戦遂行のためには、常識を超えた新たな戦術が必要。
I love him! The struggle. Oh, I love that. Actually, this is something I don't think happened in the anime though. Actually, I will show you guys. Just wait a moment. I will show you. This is the interesting part.
何なのだ、これは。
私が開発した強行偵察用の特殊追加加速装
Yes, this plane.
V1 だよ。迎撃不可能。
Yes. This is actually one of the most funny parts. He was the one that actually did comment on this if you want them to do this, go over, fly, and go to headquarters, you need to put a mage in a missile or something. I don't remember exactly what you said because it was on the earlier episodes. I think it was, and one of the comrades in arms she had when she was rising up from the ranks, he was telling them about it. I think they said, can we not have a target system or anything like that in our missiles? And she said, no, not if you want to put a mage inside a missile. And when he heard that, he said, oh, now I understand how to do it. Inspiration has come to me again. That's exactly what happened. And I don't know if he's going to say that it was your idea to put the mages in so they can have lock-on system to know where they are going. I like that because they can have put on the shield and everything. They have the 97 type, everything. It's very good for them. Let's continue.
この V1 で敵防衛線を飛び越え司令部を強襲してもらう。
いつの間にこんなものを。
Z2 は閣下の要請で進めていた。重防御陣地を突破する新装備の開発。
Yeah, but Zephyr, but it was actually her idea.
狂信的な科学者が予想以上のものを作り上げたわけですか。
まだ性能テストの段階だったが、共和国との決戦を前に。
A blessed for God. It is a huge boast. Damn. But you can adjust your speed and direction. You don't need adjustments. Just fly straight. Just keep going straight forward. I love it. She's so worried because she's so right to be. Imagine, go just straight. Just straight. Don't worry about anything. Just go straight. Imagine if you hear that and you go on a plane and you just, no, we're just going straight there. Just straight. Just straight. No adjustments, nothing. We're just going a straight line, full speed and everything. No slowing down, nothing. We will just crash into the airport and everything will be fine. We'll be fine. Imagine people told that are going on an airport plane. Would you go on a plane or a boat? I'll go on a boat immediately. I don't care if it takes 6 months on sea. I'd rather go on a boat and eat fish daily than just take maybe a 25 hours flight or maybe even higher. I don't know. I've never flown before, so say we go to Australia or something. And I crash immediately in the airport. I would rather go with the boat that stops. But that's how I feel. I know they can actually do very good landings and everything. I'm not just joking. But imagine their perception. They need to ride these rockets. They are rockets. No need to worry at all. The fun gets even higher. Look at her, she doesn't like it. Oh my god, that's very... Shake of 8. How will you handle the increase in dragon shockwaves caused by breaking the cell? I felt so bad for the mages here. Imagine you were told you need to put up your magic seal. You need to put 3 or 4 spells constantly pumping them. Then you need to fight your way through an entire headquarters. Oh my god! Imagine. Actually, if you're a military guy, is this something you get trained for? Going on high speed and everything, then you need to fight immediately. Actually, this is something maybe military guys do. Just me that I'm being very idiotic right now. But I love it though. It's so funny that he says, it would be strange if you couldn't do anything. Yeah, it would be very strange. I love it. He's one of my favorite characters because he's so sarcastic. I think that was sarcasm. Yes, but he thinks everyone should be a genius in his mind, in these calculations of his. Everyone is a genius that could do this. If you cannot do this, you're not a mage. No, you're just a disposable pawn of the Empire. You cannot be here. That's what I feel like he's going with. Let's continue. And then comes that.
天の災いです。
Yeah, I loved it.
ヒップで地獄行きの代物
What the hell? I love that phrase.
反応ありません。やはり完全に撤退したようです。了解。司令部につなぐ。ライン方面司令部より戦線左翼に展開中の全部隊に次ぐ。ロール低地における帝国軍の撤退を確認。原告をもって主力部隊の前進を開始せよ。了解。全体進め。
Susume! Susume! That's a Attack on Titan reference now. Susume! Susume!
我が軍は主力部隊を結集し、前線左翼の押し上げを開始しました。右翼については依然として停滞中でありますが、左翼さえ突破すれば帝国軍も音を上げるでしょう。これでケリがつくわけか。ええ、私もアレーヌでの借りを返したいところですが、当分はタバコ倹約でして。暇な右翼にでも渡してやれ。よろしいのですか。戦勝記念の祝杯分は残しておけよ。
He's celebrating too soon. Actually, it is actually a very good job here. Because when they're flying with that speed, one of the characters in the manga, in the light novel, actually was recording this war. So it was a war photographer. And they captured the footage of the war. I think he got a picture of the V1s flying. And he thought, was that a meteor or falling star? And he was on the Republic side. But no, you're just probably deluding yourself. But I hope it's nothing worrying about. He actually predicted this was actually a strike. He said, I hope it's not an attack for the Empire. That's what he thought. And now I remember what it was before. It was long-range shooting. That we want to actually hit the headquarters something, but we cannot do that because we don't know where they are. Stuff like that. And we don't know how to change directions or anything like that with one shot. That's where the mage would put in a shell and they would actually go out. They fired into the headquarters. That's what she said, but she's also said that would be idiotic because they would probably die. So let's continue watching. Yeah, because there are very few members right now. Oh, it was not. How about?
グランツ少尉。
ワイス中尉殿。
け少尉。さすがにみっともないぞ。
すみません、注意。
まあ、気持ちはわかる。自分も正直落ち着かないよ。
Yeah.
さて、選抜中隊の諸君、言葉を飾らずに言えば、今回の任務は
It's to ride rocket right into the 80th anniversary.
機関ら11名の中にロケットでの投射を楽しめる者は数少ないと思われるが、やるしかない。やるしかないのであれば成功させねばならない。
I love this speech.
事前情報をもとにした襲撃の対象は参加し
Actually, maybe they were. Yeah, maybe in the manga they had 3 targets as well. It's just that we have their headquarters, their armory, and their food is what we need to destroy. Maybe that's what they had for 3 targets as well. I don't know exactly, but I think they had 3 targets. It's just that the headquarters was number 1. I need to reread this, and when I reread, I probably will just feel, oh my god, I was stupid. I didn't have anything right. I'll probably not have anything right, but you can read the manga and correct me down in the comments, because, well, even the light novel, because I forgot about the light novel, about this event. The information she's speaking. I may be so dumb and not remember it. It's just that.
方面司令部と目される。ここを刈り取ってしまえば頭のない軍隊など外周一色だ。つまり明日の作戦こそが戦争を終わらせる一撃だ。我々は全軍の先鋒たるぞ。
You're the head of the entire army.
これで落ち着いていられる軍人など、帝国はおろか。世界のどこにも。
And look at her. She is sleeping. They found one that can be relaxing. I take that back. Yeah, she has the nerve to steal. Oh yeah, I just want to say, because they advanced, they leaving a gap in their, they sending their reserve forces into that area in the gap. So, they're the main force on the front lines. Then they have the reserves right where they are. The first one is. So it's that. They have the reserves outside, so their headquarters is not. Oh, sorry. Not so defensive right now. That's what they are talking about. I just wanted to point that out.
第二作戦、敵司令部強襲の準備は整った。次なる
Oh.
前線左翼にて最終作業中とのこと。目標地点への設置も完了し、明日にも決行できるとの報告です。
Yeah, they build it underground.
超えた。あとはデグレチャフ少佐にかかっているわけか。
And they're having a nice dinner. I love this. We must be more than that. I love it. I think they had the same line. I love it. Actually, I think they didn't eat. They were talking in front of the window and looking for it, and they were buddies. They did this.
敵の頭を刈り取り損ねれば残りの作戦もご破算だ。前に出るしか帝国に活路はない。いな、前進するしか道はないのだ。祖国の前に立ちふさがる者はすべて打ち破ってみせよ。
Oh, I love that.
友よ。
Victory for the Empire! Chori! Chori, let's go. Oh, I love the music. The music is so good. The bass, ding, so good. I love it. And I actually like how they're doing this. It's so amazingly good on how they are storytelling, but they're not having every detail I like. They didn't eat. it was standing like this. I don't have the stand like this. The shadow. And the other one was standing like that. Imagine that it's just that I have two of them. And they were standing in front of a mirror and did this to each other. And they connected like this. Or this to each other. That's how they. And this was the beginning before this. I will probably talk later, maybe next episode, on more fun stuff that I remember happened.
ヒドラジン燃料の充填確認。射点及び投射角度の調整よし。全装置正常に起動。各機最終準備に入りたまえ。
Yeah, proceeds
安全装置解除。
safety's off.
準備完了しました。作業員退避。これより人力誘導式噴射。
A mage company. Let me make good name B1.
各機点火。
Like all rockets. My God, what's that about?
戦友諸君
And actually, I think this speech is going to make now. That's what the same speech he did in manga, I think. I think it was the same speech he's going to do. Because I think she said also, my comrades in arms, I believe not in God, but I believe in our command, the strategy HQ, and their strategy, and our science. So it's going to move us forward. I think that's what they had in the manga as well. Maybe I'm forgetting.
は神ではなく参謀本部を
But actually,
真理と知性の牙城を
Yeah.
信ずる義務と献身こそが我らの誉れだこの戦い勝ちに行くぞ
actually,
煉獄であろうと赴き征服することこそ
and conquers.
軍人の本能
It's so good. That was a good speech.
剣は優秀であるということを教えてやれ
全機発進。
All this take off. Yeah, that's force. You feel it even in a car. When you just accelerate it quickly, but you feel it in the car. I love that he's saluting.
成功を祈る。
Actually, I don't remember if he actually saluted in the manga or anything. I don't remember that. But if he did, that was good. And actually, the manga, I think it was also that something else that happened. I'm very curious. Let's see.
安全な後方で出世するはずがどうして
Yeah, I like this. I may have forgotten some other stuff now, so you just know to name some.
全ては
Yeah, here we have some flashback.
あのクソ誰に市場原理を叩き込むまでは
Oh, I love that.
死ぬわけにはいかない生きて絶対に終わらせる各員非魔導依存効果だドアのカブリ
I love this. Actually, it also happened in the manga, if I remember correctly, that they released a little up that they won't get what's it called all the first of all, as they will have parachute and everything. They will fly later, so they will attack quick and effective. So they already. I think they will destroy everything, HQ and everything. Well, through. Because they also show that, yeah, they go to investigate. So, they go through that as well. In the manga, I think they also showed they dropped like that. That's interesting. Manga and anime actually shows the same thing. Good. Assault on the enemy HQ. Ah, yeah, it ends. We have also a little end. So let's talk. Actually, I like that they showed how it ended, but I don't like because in the manga, I think in the same chapter they landed and regrouped. I didn't like that they didn't show that they regrouped first, then they could go for the next episode and show the battle. I hope they show the battle in the next episode because oh my god, I really hope. Let's see how it turns out in this episode and hope you guys go to. No, let's see how it turns out in the after credits in this episode. Yeah, I love the ending as well.
背景
Dude, oh look at hear the voice.
順位のご家族様この度誠に残念ながらタイヤネン順位の少尉隊
Retiring due to injuries.
彼は軍医の診断によって
That he needs long-term care.
判断されました
It is happening in the manga as well. I like that.
このような形でしか
I can only return the child you trust to us in this state.
わずかばかりの慰めにな
But I have put in a request
長官の名で一級や戦時
for a class 1 combat man and a war Indian. Has that been accepted? Oh my god! And I actually know the reason for it. He got food poisoning. He got food poisoning. That's it. And he's gonna get 2 medals for it. Actually, food poisoning can be very dangerous because of these times. Now we have medicine and everything for it. So food poisoning is not that dangerous. But in army times like this, where food is scarce, they really need to eat anything. It's and actually it's one of the company leaders, I think. And he's actually the big guy, a big guy. I like that. Let's continue.
記念
This let it sound so serious.
まさか腐った
Yeah, I lost one of my sushi, a rotten potato. See? The potato strikes. Potato girl. Sasha, you take the fresh potatoes? We don't leave any in the army? Now you guys know what I'm kidding with Attack Titan reference there. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video down below, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the aftermatch. Have a nice day, everyone.